Get after it, MP. Game time. Let's get it, MP.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Yo, what's good, MP?
Good, man.
Live, but I watch you. You got a mean bag. Keep going, bro.
Man, that's big time coming from you, man. I study your game.
I appreciate that. But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You got to earn it. Trust me. I'm speaking from experience. Take your time.
All right, man. Well, look, I want to get that jersey from you after the game. What's up with that?
What I just tell you, you got to earn it, man. Oh, so you like to talk. Let's make something shake then.
You already know.
All right.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Welcome, everyone, courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Berry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got Maxey, Paul George out there with Joel Embiid, and it's the general in at the four-man position. And for Portland, Scoot and Sharp with the backcourt set. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the three. Approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant, how much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years, too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
Here's Kamare, following the score by Philadelphia. Now Ayton, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Here's Grimes. Pass to the general. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Henderson. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Shoots over Maxey. The shot no good. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Outside Sharp. Back to Henderson. Pass to Aiden. That one is off. Excellent D there from Embiid. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and Coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can, so they'll be trying to challenge big man all night.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Henderson. From down in the low post, it goes.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Here's the General. Knocks it down from distance. The General's got 5.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Back to Avdia. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Sharp. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Simons on target from about 13 feet.
Most of Simon's shots are inside or outside. I don't know where the other side they could come from, but he can hit from anywhere.
Pass to Embiid. George with it. Here's the General. 5 points in the game. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Here's the General. Give him 8 points now. Over Avdia. No good off the glass.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Henderson finds Simons. Takes a 13-footer. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. The Sixers lead by 7. It's George on the drive. Embiid can't hit.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the night. And that one falls for Simons.
After what we saw from Simons last year and the way he broke out offensively, just becoming one of those guys that plays with force when he has the ball.
Now here's Simons. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Off the mark there with a 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The General passes to Maxey. Here's McCain. Philadelphia with another miss. And that one drops.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Blazers trail by 8. Outside Sharp. The 3 is up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 30 straight for them is incredible. They now only trail the 71-72 Lakers for the longest winning streak in NBA history.
Well, I've been super fortunate to be on some teams that have had some great runs, and I know how hard this can be. You can be so talented, you can be so committed, but you also have to have a few things go your way. And right now, everything going their way.
For 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Philadelphia finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Anthony Simons out there with Shaden Sharp. Then there's Klingon. Then there's Robert Williams. And it's Grant in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general of their last time out against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He contributed 42 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. The Generals got 11.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Pass to Klingon. And the layup is good off the glass.
I love it. When Klingon starts throwing that weight around, he'll knock you out of position.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. And, guys, the Blazers were ecstatic on draft night when two-time national champion Donovan Klingon fell to them at the number 7 overall pick. The 7'2 giant provides instant rebounding and rim protection. For a team in search of a defensive upgrade, he is a proven quantity. I am curious how Klingon fits to a center rotation that does include DeAndre Ayton.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks for the update.
They gave up a 3 at the other end. That's Simon's response.
And Maxi's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Now here's Sharp. Puts up a 3. The General pulls it in.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
McCain shot is off. Blazers trail by 7. Outside Sharp. From deep. On target from range.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Here's the General. Williams defending.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So both teams making some changes here. And midway through the year, a perfect time to check in on our Rookie of the Year rankings. We're halfway to seeing who grabs the award. Right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
Totally agree. It's taken him only about half the season to show he is going to be a force and a face in the NBA for a long time.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Here's the General. Last game out, we saw him score 42. Drains the triple.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Pass to Kamari. Henderson, right side. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Brent, when it comes to Scoot Henderson, his mobility alone causes problems.
No doubt about his explosiveness, BA, being one of the things he uses as a weapon. So if he gets confidence in that outside shot, people start pressing up on him. you're going to see that quick first step and Scoot Henderson getting to the rim and becoming more impactful offensively.
Here's the general. He's got 19. No good on the three. Here's Kamari. George defending. Pass to Henderson. And here's Sharp. Here's Ayton. The general pulls it in. The general's got 4 rebounds in the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. George, a screen on Ayton. The general. Counted from distance. The general's got 22.
Ooh, he's been red hot from three-point range. How long will he keep it up?
Here's Sharp.
Stay out of the way!
Wow. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Sixers lead by 6. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Paul George. Joel Embiid is out there with Maxey. And it's the general in at the power forward position.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Sharp, no good. Philadelphia has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. George, no good. So it's Portland now. 9-point game. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. That'll be the first of a 5-game tour around the league. And there's a pick. Three-pointer Sharp. Philadelphia grabs the miss. The General's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Grimes. Here's the General. Screen by Embiid. The General, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now here's Henderson. Here's Ayton. Embiid covers. Ayton inside. Embiid's there. Ayton, no good.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Ayton. Hey, from beyond the arc. Gets the three to fall. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Embiid, a screen on Avdia. Back to Maxey. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. The Generals got 28.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Ayton. Ayton with a screen. Three-pointer sharp. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Avdia outside. Pass to Kamare. Outside Sharp. Fires the three. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Avdia, screen on Maxey. Here's Henderson. And that one is hammered home.
An athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's dance time in Portland.
So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Robert Williams checked in for Avdia. Jeremy Grant comes in for Kamara. Rupert, he's checked in for Sharp. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Henderson. The General, no good. Blazers trail by 12. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you.
This is when the game slows down for a big man like Andre Drummond. He can make those kind of plays.
Here's Rupert. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Drummond, a screen on Williams. The General. The shot goes as the ref calls the blocking foul. And he's on his way to the line.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Philadelphia shooting their first foul shot of the night. Klingett, he's checked in for Portland. Ben comes in for Rupert.
First team foul.
One shot.
For Philadelphia. At the line for one.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Here's Benton. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Got a hand on it. Here's the General. Pass to Maxey. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. The Sixers with another miss. Ben passes to Simons. There's the three. Here's Williams. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 17 at the end of the period. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing in. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Klingen and Freddie Simons out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Williams in at the 4 slot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
76ers foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Now the lineup for your Trailblazers. Number 34, Jabari Walker.
Oubre against Walker. Up top, Grant. Outside, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
Yeah, known for his size and defense, Klingen has the potential to be a very effective two-way player in this league.
And you watch Donovan Klingen. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Here's the general. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
Got to be careful whenever Williams is roaming nearby. So skilled at getting to those rejections.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Blazers trail by 19. Pass to Williams. Grant outside. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. And Williams punches it home.
Solid screen and finish. That's what Williams is out there to do.
Here's the general. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Klingen. Back to Simons. And here is Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that's where you want Williams putting it up. Foul line down.
The Sixers lead by 18. Embiid, a screen on Williams. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And here's Simons outside. Knocks down the triple.
And Simons right now just assertive and confident in his offensive game.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. And the General gets it to go. The General's got 41.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A line change here for Portland. Pass to Kamari. For 3. Sinks it from distance. Kamari's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Embiid. Second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. And the 76ers lead by 16.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Pass to Kamari. Off the outside. Takes the 3. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Sharp passes to Avdia. Takes a 3. Sharp, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Ayton passes to Henderson. Left side Sharp. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Here's the general, and he jams it home with authority.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the 76ers.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for the General.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And Ayton gets it to go. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the General. No good on the triple. Sharp with it. They set the pick. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long and good night, everyone.
That's good work. You earned this, twin. You'll be seeing me again, though.
Come on, bro. I'll stay ready.
All right, that's a bet.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's good work. Keep going, twin.
You too. Good luck the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. on, MP.
Your confidence is gone now.
Shut up! You got it. Come on, man.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
Box out. Go get the next. Come on! What are you, bro? MP, come on. Let's go!
There he is.
Stop, MP.
You were the top rookie last month and ever.
Association and the Sacramento Kings are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing outdoors. Our next game is quickly approaching. Rally towel day. Come on out to the game and leave with your very own Sacramento Kings towel. Slanton's got a couple right now.
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Look at Philadelphia. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
Right now for Philadelphia, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got the general. Also, George out there. Joel Embiid out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. What better way to start a new year than with NBA hoops. Craig, not feeling tired, are you? We got a long way to go here, partner.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Hopefully, these players can say the same. I'm sure many of them did stay up a wee bit past their bedtime last night.
Now here's Murray. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's DeRozan. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. And you know what? We've run out of superlatives to describe this club. They've been untouchable. 31 straight wins. You hear me? 31. And sometimes it looks like they're not even breaking a sweat.
I don't even know how you describe the winning streak this team is on. It's a combination of the talent this crew has, but the confidence and self-belief and togetherness, cohesiveness that these guys have. It's a special thing to behold.
And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
And so here's Sacramento after the Sixers pick up 2. For 3, Levine nailed from three-point land.
And this team, they love Levine's talent, but more important now, they love the hard work and the improvement that's following.
Here's the General. Really played well against Portland in his last outing.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the General in his last time out against Portland was tremendous. He ended up with 43 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And here is Murray after the three-pointer from the General. DeRozan passes to Levine. Ellis against Maxey. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Kings. Monk comes in for Ellis. The 76ers leading by 7. For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
Monk, the pass to Valanciunas. And here is Murray. And then Murray with the jam.
And showing some creativity. Murray smooth and lethal.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. .51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The General, good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Monk. His last outing, 16 points for him. Murray kicks to Monk. Valanciunas with a screen on Maxey. The shot by Monk is no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Tries the hook, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punt.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Domantas Sabonis. Monk is out there with Carter. Then it's Trey Lyons. And it's LaRavia in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Sacramento moving it around. Clock at 6. Sabonis sets the pick for Carter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Philadelphia leading by 11. Pass to the general. Here's the 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. Carter kicks to Monk. No good that time.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to McCain. Here's Tarlock. Cranes the three-pointer. The Generals got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Lyles with a wide-open look. Another 3 for Sacramento.
This quarter, they're doing some real damage from outside the arc, trying to stay within striking distance.
Pass to the general.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
It's up a 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. And the 76ers making a change here and powering into the first week of the new year. Here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Take a look at the Mavericks. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And right now for the 76ers, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Here's Tarlock. Offensive rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A wide open look here for DeRozan. All 3 off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 9. Pass to the general. Embiid with the screen on DeRozan. The general. Good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. Monk left side. Oubre pulls it in. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, They just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Embiid the screen. Here's the general, guarded by Valanciunas. Oubre, no one around him. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Kings shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Sacramento Kings.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense. Can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right down in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. And you know the general has been really making it happen, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, George is out there with the general. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had. Yeah, Embiid is a big target.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
The Kings trail by 15. Now Ellis. Nothing on the board. Outside DeRozan. And Embiid with the block. Outside, Maxey. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Knocks it loose. Sabonis with the steal. Levine kicks to Sabonis. Off target with his 3. The 76ers leading by 15. Maxey passes to the general with the drive. It's good. And that's now 27 points for the general.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Ellis dishes to Murray. DeRozan for 3. Unable to get that one.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. Embiid. Nice D from Sabonis. And Zoelos will bring it up for Sacramento. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Maxey passes to the general. And here's George for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first. Monk's checked in for Ellis. Now a look at the stats for Keegan Murray.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Levine. 6 to shoot. Will it go? And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, I tell you what, you like Levine and how he's generating more power with his lower body now, helping the jumper to stay more on point and be more consistent.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Tarlock. Kicks it out to Maxey. Jacks up a 3, and he knocks it down. Good-looking 3 there from the General. The General's got 33.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
DeRozan's shot is off. Now the 76ers with it. They've got a 13-2 run going. And it's blocked. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Monk finds Sabonis. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Drummond. Here's the General. He's covered by Murray. Oubre can't get it to go. Sacramento's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Stay there. Levine deciding where to go with it. Over Maxey. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. 76ers ahead, just dominating this one. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what.
Dropping his hand since it was put into place in the NBA.
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Murray comes in for Lyles. And it's DeRozan in for Ellis. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Philadelphia's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Drummond with a screen on Murray. Tarlock. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Monk outside. Sacramento moving it around. Number 3, LaVine. Rebound by the 76ers.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Pass to the general. Drummond with a screen on Murray. To the paint. And Drummond throws it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the General.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
DeRozan for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Substituting on the court.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
That's it.
Get started, man. Let's get it started. You guys the ones who are going to be losing today. Too strong. Hey, let's go. Move around. Yeah, where to get that rock, man?
I can't even watch this.
Hey, who got ball? Who got ball? Oh, foul! That's a foul! Way to grab it!
You'll get the next one.
P? You got it. Come on, man.
We're waiting your team. Here we go. Nice, baby. You see it? Shot.
That might be good enough for the City League, but it's not going to cut it here. Come on! What are you, bro, MP? Come on.
Oh, yeah, come on. Talk it now. Take that one. Good smash, baby. Let's go. Ready.
Knock it down! Shot! Come on, man! Defend him! Way to grab it! Shot!
Game time. Your confidence is shot now.
MP, how you feeling?
Ain't ready, MP.
There he goes. It was something good tonight.
You did what you set out to do. Brought home the NBA Cup.
How's it feel? Like you expected?
You know, it does, but it doesn't.
What do you mean?
You know, after the build-up to that final moment, when we were finally holding the trophy, I felt,
Joy.
Nah.
Pride.
Hungry.
No.
You hunted your prey for months and figured bagging it would bring its own reward, but getting that taste only brought you more hunger.
I'm starving.
Well, there's
Coach.
plenty more fish in that CMP. We're building to something special this year. Speaking of, let's get you set up with goals for the second half. Any of these stand out to you?
I want to be the MVP.
You looking for those bright lights, huh?
Playing at the MVP level will help us get a title. In order to give the most to the team, I have to ask the most of myself first.
All right.
You have the ability. And the way you've been performing this year, you're worthy of the recognition. But that is a reward that is based largely on perception.
Well, it's a tricky thing. I get that.
Luckily, we know how to play the game. You show out against other MVP contenders.
And win games.
And we will do our part to help you get the media on your side.
All right, I'm with it. That sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
MP, you win the Player of the Month so much that you...
We've got a free t-shirt for every fan who comes out to the game. We'll see you there.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Get us underway. That was Skylar Cole singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with both of these teams get the benefit of having a deep roster.
Yeah, it's a luxury these days, honestly. Resting stars, truly trusting your second unit, all keys to a successful and well-rested squad.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got Maxey, Paul George out there with Joel Embiid. And it's the general in at the power forward.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
And so it's Golden State with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Man, showing some terrific range. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. And it's now 32 games, approaching the 71-72 Lakers. A famed season indeed.
And while this has been a legendary run, this group seems to have a gift of the collective mentality to know that all of these wins don't matter if they don't bring home the Larry O'Brien trophy when the season is all said and done. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring.
Here's the general. Launches a three. Pure from three-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Pajemski. The three is up. And Curry is good for three. Curry's got 6.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
And how about Brandon Pajemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, BA. That's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Outside Kuminga. Back to Curry. Fires for three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The General, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Curry. Jackson Davis with it. To the inside. Here's Kuminga. And no good, trying to use the glass. The Sixers leading. The General passes to Grimes. Here's the General. And here is Maxey. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. The shot from 20 feet out. Warriors with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Now Kuminga. Jackson Davis with it. Up top Curry. Left side Butler. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Unselfish offense leads to rhythm.
Maxey passes to the General. They set a pick. Lets it go from deep. Philadelphia with another miss. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And Grimes pulls it down. The Sixers trailing. Embiid finds Maxey. And he lobs it up top. Embiid high post. Maxey surveys. 18 feet out. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Maxey saying, sure, I'll take that.
Golden State has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Jackson Davis. Butler with the ball. With the fadeaway. And the shot goes in. Butler's got his second basket. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. And we're not even in the second half.
Here's the General, covered by Jackson Davis. Here's the General. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. Pass to Curry. Now Jackson Davis. No points yet. Jackson Davis a screen. Inside. George outside. Here's the General from outside the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. The General's got 8.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
1 second left. No good there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Philadelphia on top, leading. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got Kelly Oubre. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's the General in at the power forward. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the General, their last time out against the Kings, played some superb basketball. He dropped 35 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
To the middle. Here's Santos. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. That'll be the last leg of a 6-game road trip for the club. Here's Curry. Up again.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Philadelphia's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. They set the screen. And the General gets it to go.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Lets it fly. Santos can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 4. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Outside Maxey. Let's go with a 3. Offensive board. Gets stolen by Hield. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Oubre against Curry. Pass to Santos. Shot clock at 5. Moody from outside. The General pulls it in. The 76ers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3. The General's got 9 points in the quarter.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
Curry against Maxey. Curry, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that...
Okay, look out!
Man!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson Davis has checked in for Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Santos. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Moody. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is to disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Butler, good.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Here's the General. He's watched by Kuminga. Here's the General. Up and in on the layup. The General's got 21.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Outside Kuminga. Down low. Here's Hield. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Scoring close in. Hield is more than just a 3-point gunner.
Pass to Grimes. For 3, George knocks down the long J. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
To the paint. Here's Butler. Down low. Butler drops it in.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The General. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Shoots from 12. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And so it's Philadelphia closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They know Curry can go for 50, 60 any night. So they're forcing someone else to beat him. We'll be right back after this word.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. And measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Golden State Warriors.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from each conference. In the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
The talent of the Jokers being recognized. Big achievements for the...
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Warriors trail by 7. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Butler with the bucket.
A guy you have to guard at range. Butler isn't a volume three-point shooter, but he can hit them when the mood strikes.
And that one misses. The Sixers lead by 4. To the inside. Pass to the general. George, a screen on Butler. The general passes to George. And George with the jam.
And so often, he's the ball handler in screen and roll, but on that play, George sets a great pick and finishes with confidence.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Left side, Pajemski. 6 to shoot. And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
At the line,
the first free throw is good.
2 shots.
Hits both from the stripe. And a minute played as the second half gets going. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
There's a screen. Here's George. Pajemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 4. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. On the wing, Curry. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Cans it from the wing. Curry's got 8 points.
So challenging to guard in pick and rolls. Curry excels at exploiting the defense in these sets.
Pass to Grimes. Here's the general. 21 points in the game. Embiid a screen on Butler. And the general gets it to go. The general's got 24.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Outside Pajemski. Butler on the wing. Lets it fly. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Chalk up 2 there. And it's a 7-point 76ers lead.
Nice pass by Embiid, smartly taking advantage of a wide-open man.
Butler, a screen on Maxey. Curry against Maxey. Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry. Shoots from the line. Curry from inside.
Well, Curry's accuracy makes the mid-range easy pickings. He just goes up, nails the shot with ease.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Warriors trail by 9. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the 1. Here's the general. And there's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Pass to Hield. The 3 hits the trifecta.
This is what Hield does, exceptional at spacing the court with his three-point shooting.
Grimes, the pass to the general. From downtown, it's rebounded by Golden State.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Looney. Embiid covers. Hield for 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. The Generals got rebound number 5 here tonight. A nice shot by Grimes.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Curry looking it over. Moody from outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Moody's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's the general. Fires the 3. The rebound by Moody. Warriors trail by 7. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
As the game has gone on, they've had trouble protecting the rock. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
The general passes to Grimes. Here's the general. Oh, there's the alley! Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And here's Curry. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Maxey passes to the general. And here's George. He's covered by Curry. Count that bucket. And the 76ers lead by 9. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. We credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Screen by Embiid. The general gets the 3 ball to go. And it's a 12-point Philadelphia lead.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
You got to really hit Butler if you want to stop him. I mean, he's tough as nails and enjoys fighting through contact.
Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
The general passes to Embiid. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Warriors trail by 9. Down low. Here's Butler. Oh, Butler getting aggressive.
A big night for Butler. We've seen him as the guy on a finals team, and Jimmy can definitely carry your offense.
Here's the general. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Curry. A minute 4 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he gets that one.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
Here's George, and he converts the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside of this league, but they've done it all night.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Allie, thank you. Here's the general. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Butler on the wing. Jackson Davis, a screen. Charity stripe shot. A nice shot by Butler. And we've got 28 seconds left in the game. Pass to the general. Fades. And he can't bank that one in. He's still feeling it. The shot by Butler, no good. Here's the general. Misses the shot. So it's Philadelphia picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying that.
You earned that one.
There it is. Let's go.
And one. With the foul. Shot up. See you later, man.
Let's get y'all.
Hey, come around.
Shot up! Right. Keep bringing that!
Shot! Who's got ball?
Thank you.
Come on, focus. Come on! What are you... Bro, MP, come on.
Yeah, I run this. This is my game.
Right here. Hey. Get it. Shot. Hey, let's go. Way to grab it. Whose man is that? Hey, he can ball, huh?
Yeah, you don't know what to do now.
What's up, MP?
He in the house.
Objects in motion, stay in motion. Long
Make sure to get the next home game, Nets fans, because the first 10,000 fans will be getting their own Brooklyn Nets calendar. A reminder that you can still join
And don't let the high fashion fool you. These Brooklyn Nets mean business. A shot from earlier on coming down the tunnel, ready to put a show on here at home. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the Philadelphia 76ers. With Hall of Famer Dort, and on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blow, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Maxey. The general is out there with Paul George. Then there's Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Traps in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Russell passes to Johnson. And here is Thomas. Lets it go with a three. Good on the triple.
Well, the absolute response from three by Cam Thomas.
Here's the general, covered by Johnson. Here's Tarlock, the 15-footer. Good. The general's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
Pass to Sharp. Outside Williams. Tries it from the top of the key. That one's rebounded by Embiid. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. In the corner, George with it. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Drills it from outside. 8 points for the general.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Russell passes to Williams. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Sharp sets the pick for Russell. Off target from outside. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Russell kicks to Johnson. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general in his last time out against the Warriors was outstanding. He scored 33 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. And that game proved why he's a star in this league. Another great performance. Somebody you pay to watch. We're all excited to see what he does tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Tarlock. Rebound, Brooklyn. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. And it's Johnson in for D'Angelo Russell. You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded. and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
Williams, he's checked in for Johnson. The 76ers leading by 6. Pass to the general. Knocked away. Claxton with the steal. Here's Melton. 51 seconds left to play here in the first. There's Thomas with the 3. Rebound, Andre Drummond. The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Tarlock. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. The Generals got 15 points.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Watford passes to Thomas. Melton with the ball. Still without a basket. 6 on the shot clock. No coverage that time. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Maxey passes to the general. This one for 3. They get the rebound. And Drummond throws it down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Kelly Oubre out there with the general. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's McCain in at the 2 spot.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Get out of your seat. Come on, make some noise.
Here's someone who's really been playing well, earning the Player of the Month in the East, the General.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal.
Substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Trendon Watford. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Russell in for DeAnthony Melton. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Day'Ron Sharpe. David?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Nets was able to update me on the situation. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. But he's not letting it slow him down out there, and he's going to give it a shot. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Back to Russell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Russell's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Nets.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Tarlock. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Outside Thomas. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Boy, how about the quick elevation by Andre Drummond? Doesn't miss an opportunity when it's that easy.
Tipped away. And even 3-on-3 break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Both shots good from the stripe. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia...
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish the tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
A look here now at the 76ers. They've certainly earned that top spot. If they aren't the clear title favorites, they're on the short list.
Yeah, they got champion.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
They've got Cameron Johnson. D'Angelo Russell out there with Thomas. Then it's Williams. And it's Sharp in at the center. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Here's Thomas. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Outside Williams. A 3 ball. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Grimes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Philadelphia moving the ball around. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Back to Russell. Sharp with a screen on Maxey. 4 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Shoots the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Maxey's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from 3-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
Oubre's checked in for Philadelphia. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with and then the guts it takes to pull them off always blows me away.
Take a look at the general. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Thank you, Kevin. With the trade deadline nearing, the front office of the Orlando Magic have announced their latest move. They've made an aggressive move to bring in Mitchell Robinson. He can protect the rim and he can get out on shooters. He just has so much energy on that side of the floor. It changes what you can do defensively, and that by itself can make all the difference.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
D'Angelo Russell is not afraid to make some big-time momentum-swinging shots. Nice to see him answer back right there.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Tarlock. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Williams. Oubre pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 10. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
And you know this directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. And Embiid with the screen on Johnson. And he's good on the 3-ball. The Generals got 8 here in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Pass to Thomas. And a miss there on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The shot by George, no good. Nets trail by 10. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Elton's checked in. And the 76ers making a change here. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. Here's the General. A fadeaway. No good that time.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll look. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. The General is out there with Oubre. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. Offensive rebound. Claxton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The first thing that strikes you as a player with Nick Claxton is how easily this guy gets off the floor. Vertical threat on the offensive end and an excellent rim protector on the defensive end.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's the general. They set the pick. Takes the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. The general's got 11 in the second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Melton. And the 3 ball is good.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Tarlock. The rebound by the Nets.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Johnson.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Tarlock. Oh, good on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Here's the screen. Here's Tarlock. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Wilson the pass to Melton. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Claxton. It's hauled in by the general. The general's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Oubre outside. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The general. Good.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. During that break, listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When the 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Embiid. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And it's a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Thomas. That's tipped. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Maxey. Williams with the block. Outside Russell. Here's Thomas. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The general. Good.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
That one falls. Thomas got 4 points this quarter.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
Here's the general. Makes it off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 11.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the 76ers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments I thought for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. Whenever things started to look a little dire, they really put the hammer down.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number for 33.
As we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the General.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Here's Tarlock. Drills the three-pointer. The Generals got 39.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Here's the General. He's guarded by Johnson. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
Great win tonight, MP.